Hello, and welcome to another episode of Late to the Game Podcast, a subsidiary of JMSENT.
JMSENT.
What's up, my dudes and dudettes? Welcome.
And friends beyond the binary.
Oh my god, you're such a poser.
Yeah, I know. You're welcome.
You're a freaking poser.
I don't know what to say to that. So, friends beyond the binary. Wait, what does that mean?
Well, there's
this podcaster, Dear Scooter on Sleep With Me, and he says, "Ladies, gentlemen, and friends beyond the binary."
Because there's some people who don't choose.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah, don't step on that.
Step on what?
No.
No what?
No.
What are you guys? What are you talking about?
Hold on, don't bring me into that argument.
What argument? What are you talking about?
This is just her.
All I said was, oh, okay. And she's like, yeah, don't step
Your
on that.
face was like...
Well, I was just trying to process everything. And I'm like, oh, okay. And she's like, no, don't step on that. I'm like, step on what? I wasn't going to say anything. I was just saying, okay.
Your face was just like, there was too many problems coming up soon, so I just...
No,
I saw into the future, and I was just
thinking to myself. I was like, okay.
Well, after all that, we welcome you again. As you know, I'm Brian.
I'm Chad, and my eyes are burning.
I'm tyki, and you should really get that checked out.
Are
they burning really that bad?
Do you need some eye drops?
No, they're not burning to the point where like if I start tearing,
yeah,
like that's when I'm probably gonna need some eye drops or something.
Are you wearing a necklace right now?
No.
He's wearing a chain. He's wearing a chain.
I'm not wearing anything. So I'm looking at my neck.
I see the little shiny parts peeking out, and I'm like, why are you wearing a necklace?
I'm not wearing.
He was trying to look cute for somebody.
No, I'm wearing sweats and a shark polo.
Chad, that's a very normal look for you. So you're.
This is exactly the look I wear every time when I come over here.
You don't.
Unless it's your beer shirt. Okay, I don't like you button it off all the way. That looks
now
weird.
I look all proper.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You look like you're getting strangled.
It is kind of snug.
He just buttoned up his polo like completely.
You can't. Well, I'm buttoning it when the podcast is over. Until then.
Why?
Because I don't want no one looking at my bling, alright?
No one's looking.
My drip, if you will.
Your
Respect
what?
the drip, Karen.
What the frick? Oh my god, what is life?
So how's your guys' week going?
It's been we haven't posted in a while.
Yeah, didn't we have like 2 in the backlog?
Yeah, but like
she
forgot to put them up.
So no, time out. We haven't posted? No. You haven't posted.
It shouldn't only be up to me.
You're the one with all the files. I don't have access to them.
Brian does.
Dude.
Well, that's up to you two.
That wasn't my job.
That's both of your faults then.
Okay, one of us, I'm not naming any names, dropped the ball.
So
her.
And it's fine. I'll post this and then I'll post the other 2. The other 2 weren't even that great, to be honest.
Well, okay, first of all, when a podcast that I'm in is always great.
It was not that great.
It was amazing.
It was like Michael Jordan, the best there ever was.
Oh my god.
Exactly. Well, let me say this, okay? Okay, so we post once a week, right?
Should.
Alright, from now on we're going to post once a week. We got 2 in the backlog, which means we'll continually make them.
Okay.
And then post on
Why are we talking about our schedule right now?
Because we need something to talk about. I forgot to bring what we were talking about.
Oh, well, like, there's a lot of things that's happened in the past few weeks. There was, like, Friday the 13th. There was, like, the Area 51. There's a lot of things to talk about.
Oh, yeah, you got your little alien tattoo.
I know. Okay, so I'll get into that story in a little bit.
Your ankle alien tattoo.
Okay, do you want me to go ahead and start talking about it?
Yes.
Okay, so anyways, I got really excited because I'm obsessed with Friday the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, every, like, super wonderful thing that's happened to me has been, well, every Friday the 13th, something really great happens for me. I've, like, won ticket scratch-offs, like, gotten jobs, like, done a lot of things on the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
So this year, I was like, I want to get a tattoo because a lot of places have the deals going on for Friday the 13th where it's like $13 and then you can pick like from their like list of tattoos and then it's like a $7 tip, that kind of stuff. Well, I found a place. It was, I looked at their like little backlog thing and it was like a bunch of cute ones that I really, really liked. And then I ended up... Oh, God.
She drove out
It was an hour away, right? So we had a few things to do before we could drive out there. And I figured that, like, we could head out... Because it was going on until midnight. So we, like, went and grabbed lunch with friends, and then stuff kept coming up for some reason. Like, some people wanted to go to Starbucks, which was not in the same direction.
Paige.
And then, yeah, Brian came with me. And, so we ended up getting to the tattoo place about 9 o'clock.
Actually,
okay?
No, we got there about...
No, we got there at 9.
I thought we got there at 6.
No, we were at lunch at 6.
Okay.
We went to Bravo.
Right.
Okay, let me tell my story, please.
Okay.
Okay, so you get there about 9, right?
You're just a side character.
Yeah.
She's the main character.
And then, so we pull up, and we didn't know what we were expecting. This is my first time getting a tattoo. This is the first time we're ever going to this place. It was probably not very well thought out. Did you need to sneeze?
I'm good.
And then, so we pull up there, and we're wondering if it's the place, and then immediately we realize it was the place because it was packed so hardcore. There was people, like, sitting on their cars. There was so many freaking people, cars, and everything, and I start to get freaked out. And then...
Why were you getting freaked out?
Because I knew that at some point most places, like, cut it off. So I was like, we
drove all the way down here.
Yeah, we drove an hour, and I was so excited for a tattoo for nothing. So we go inside. They're still accepting, like, the applications and everything. They said that they're going to be still accepting them until midnight. So I'm like, oh, okay, how's this going to work? So I go up there. They want me to go ahead and pay, fill out my paper of what I want, where I want it, and then they give me a ticket, okay? And then we're like, so how long is it going to be? 4 hours. So instead of sitting there for 4 hours, my best friend, Paige, she decided, like, hey, let's drive back home, hang out, play some games with everyone else, and then come back in, like, 3 hours or 3.5 hours or so to where, like, we'll be here at the 4-hour mark.
That's a lot of gas.
Yeah. It wasn't my car, and she offered, and I was like, are you sure? Like, it was all her, so I'm very grateful for her in that aspect, so we didn't just sit there. Yeah. So we came home, we played, like, Secret Hitler, like, werewolf game, like, bunch of board games. And then we end up, like, heading back out there around, like, 11:50. And then we get out there, and then I realized they still hadn't texted me. And they said they would text me 30 minutes before I was supposed to go in there. So every little bit that they weren't texting me, I knew I still had more than 30 minutes to wait. So, Brian goes in there, and he's like, hey, how long is it going to be? And they're like, well, we're finishing up the people who decided to get, like, multiple tattoos at a time. So, like, hopefully it'll get everything through, like, faster. And then another hour goes by, and then Brian goes in there, and they're like, yeah, they're in the 600s, like, 6-something. And I'm like, my number's 707. So if they're just in 600s... and I'm 707, and then I was freaking out, but I decided to, like, wait some more. By then, it's, like, 2 a.m., and then 2 a.m. turns to 3 a.m., and then it gets to 4 a.m., and then I'm tired of sending Brian in there. I feel really bad, and then Paige went in there with me because I was scared to go in there because everyone was kind of, like, mad, and, so I go up to the lady, and I'm like, hi, like, I'm sorry. We got here at 9. It's now, like, 4 in the morning. Like, I can't wait any longer. I'm sorry. Like, I was going to try to see if I could get my money back, but I didn't really think that I would. I was just going to let them know so they could just skip me instead of trying to wait on me. And then they told me, like, hey, we can reschedule you, like, for Friday. So I was like, okay, that's awesome. And then I was like, oh, by the way, what number are you on? And listen, at 2 o'clock in the morning, they were in the 600s. 4 a.m., they were on 636. My number was 707.
Wait, and this was on the 13th, right?
Yeah,
Sounds
on the
like
13th.
That 13th wasn't your lucky day.
It was not. And I was just like, well, poo. It was just a lot of things happened that day. So fast forward to Friday, whenever I'm going to get my tattoo. The irony does not pass me that I'm getting an alien tattoo on the day that Area 51, like, raid is happening.
Quote, unquote.
Everyone is, like, freaking out about it and stuff, and then...
Oh, so they scheduled you, like, a week later.
Yeah, for Friday, and it happened to be the day of the raid. Mm-hmm. And then I was getting an alien tattoo. So now every single person is like, oh, you got an alien for the raid. And it's like... No, I was getting it because I just wanted it. But every single person is asking me that. But I go in there and I ask them, I'm like, hi, like, how many people did y'all end up doing? Or, like, how long did y'all go for? We left at 4 a.m. They did not stop. They had started the day before, on the 13th, at 11 a.m. They did not stop until Saturday, the 14th, at 1:30 p.m. They kept going, and it was one person tattooing. That person, like, they did my tattoo that Friday. She was the best. I freaking loved her.
They did 700 people?
They did, or I don't know if it was, like, 700. I don't know what the number started at. I just know it was at 600. But it might have started at, like, 200, 300, or something like that.
They said they did, like, almost 400 people.
Well, think about it this way. That guy might have worked hard, but, you know, you got some...
Girl.
It was a girl. Yeah.
But,
they got, like, a lot of money.
Yeah. Because you said there was a minimum of a $7 tip, right?
No, okay, see, and this place was super awesome because a lot of places do that where it's $13 plus a $7 tip automatically. Yeah. They weren't asking for that. They were just saying $13. So there might have been a lot of, like, crappy people that didn't tip. We ended up tipping, like, $14 because that's all the cash we had on us.
I just tipped. I threw in some money as well.
That's the money I'm talking about.
I know. I'm just saying I threw mine in because, like, you looked really happy. So I was like...
Yeah, so during the tattoo, like, we first get there at, like, 5:40. So we get there early. My appointment's at 6. And then I'm sitting there. I'm fine. Like, I'm a little nervous, a little panicky, but I'm okay. Like, it's not really, like, coming out a lot. Like, I'm fine. Paige is like, are you nervous? If you're nervous, just think of this and this and this. Don't be nervous. I mean, like, I was nervous, and, like, I freaked out. And a lot of people, you should just imagine it like this. Like, where she was freaking me out.
Paige also got one.
No. She didn't get one. She already had a tattoo from, like, when she turned 18.
Oh, okay.
No, it was just me.
We kept trying to pressure her into getting a best
yeah,
friend
I was trying to talk her into it. She wouldn't do it. But,
no.
I'm the only one who got one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but she, like, she just kept talking so much about, like, being nervous and freaking out and how I shouldn't be being nervous and freaking out that it was, like, I'm not freaking out. She was like, I mean, it didn't really hurt, but it kind of hurts, and, like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm expecting it to hurt. I just want it so bad that I don't care right now. Like, I'm excited.
To be fair, she got her, like, Tiki got hers on her ankle, and Paige got hers on the back of her neck.
Yeah, Paige, yeah, she got hers on the back of her neck, which I feel like is painful. Like,
wait, she has a tattoo there?
Yeah, it's a cat. It's like a few lines. It only lasted like 5 minutes, but she screamed the whole 5 minutes. Like, she was screaming and laughing, but she screamed the whole time. I get up, and it's my turn finally. We ended up having to wait till like 6:30 because they were having, like, tattoos, like, being done. And again, it's only the one person doing them. But whenever we went in there, the lady was so awesome. She was like, where you want it? And I said, on my ankle. And then she, like, gets me up in the chair. She's, like, really nice. And then that's when I started freaking out. I got so scared for a second. And I was just like, oh, like, I just had to breathe really hard 1 second. And then she put the decal on my ankle. And then when I saw that, I wasn't scared anymore. I was just like, this looks so freaking cool. Like, if that ends up looking like that, I'm excited. And then she's like, do you want the boob? And I'm like, what? She's like, oh, I have a boob right here. It's like one of those squishy, like, balls that have foam in it. And I was like, holy crap. So I was squeezing that, and I was squeezing Brian's hand at the same time. But I didn't cry. I didn't whine. I just sat there. And I was just, like, squeezing and playing with, like, the little boob ball. And then she did it, and it's really cool. I love my tattoo. It's really dope.
Wow.
And Brian and Paige were like, I wish you were more of a bitch. I was like, sorry.
Wait, Brian, you said that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said that he wished that I would have, like, bitched out and not did it.
Interesting. All right.
Because he says he knows he's going to be a bitch when he gets one. So he wanted me to be, like, less manly about it.
Wait, so you're also going to get a tattoo one day?
Yeah, in the future.
Of what?
Oh, I want a big one. I want a bunch. I just wanted to do the first one right now to, like, break it. So where everyone was like, you're not getting a tattoo. Like, you're not going to do it. Even though I paid for it. They were like, you won't do it. So I'm happy to finally just get it done.
Yeah.
To where I can get more.
Oh, wait, now I remember. Brian, you told me, like, all the tattoos you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Which were a bunch of nerdy, like, weed shit. So
He wants a Millennium Falcon.
He wants all this stuff. He
Like an
wants.
Assassin's Creed logo.
He also wants a bunch of video game ones. He wants the Luffy
Straw Hat
Pirates logo.
I want a Cthulhu on my leg, on my thigh. I want a big old Cthulhu.
If I ever get a tattoo, it's gonna be one tattoo, and that's all I'm getting. And it's supposed to the tattoo.
Are you against it, or you just don't want any?
No, I'm not against it. I'm just like having a bunch of random stuff on my body doesn't seem.
I think tattoos are kind of attractive. That's why I like them.
I don't.
I feel like my ankle got a lot more sexy with an
But
alien on it.
I'm not saying it's not attractive to have a bunch of tattoos. What I'm saying is like, for me personally, it's not my kind of deal. You know, if I'm gonna get a tattoo, it's gonna be one thing that.
I thought you wanted
something.
the Joker tattoo.
I did, but I might be switching. I don't know. We'll see.
What do you want now at the moment?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm thinking about it. I'm running through my possibilities. If I ever come up with a cool design that I feel like represents me as a person, I'll probably have it somewhere you can't see it unless.
Get a ditto.
A ditto. That's cute. I want one now.
Absolutely not.
I want a ditto.
To be fair, you change your your screen handle all the time.
You're a ditto.
No.
You're a freaking ditto.
I thought you were going to say I change my personality all the time. I'm like, Brian, you're describing a sociopath.
I mean...
What? Wait, what? Oh,
that was too perfect.
Funny.
Yeah.
Hilarious. No. Ditto, no.
Alright, fine. A Porygon.
It's going to be a unique... Wait. It's going to be a unique symbol.
He's that poltergeist.
Gotcha. I know what it is. For sure.
I'm going to slap you if you say something stupid.
It's a Meowth.
There we go.
Yo, you should get that Jigglypuff.
Dude.
That would be so cute. If you got a Jigglypuff...
Gosh.
Oh god, I would love you.
If I had a Jigglypuff,
like if you had a Jigglypuff, I would love to hear you try and explain that story to the person you start dating.
So I got really drunk one night.
I lost a bet.
And then the next
they
day
won't give you a tattoo if you're drunk.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Unless you go to like a crappy place, but yeah.
One of my friends, she has like a panther tattoo or whatever, or Black Panther or something like that.
Like we talking like Black
The
Panther,
only friend that you have?
Like
I thought we were talking about which friend.
Wait, Tom, what did you say?
I said like the only friend you have. And then I was like, oh,
funny. Brian is my only best friend. I have many friends.
Is it who I'm thinking of?
I don't know who. No, you only know one other person.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is that person?
Yeah.
Okay, so is it
My
like
point stands then.
Is it like the NFL teams like Black Panther?
Like it's the animal Black Panther. I don't know what it's supposed to represent.
Like a panther? Like just a panther?
Yeah.
The Black Panther Party, maybe?
It's just a panther.
It's just a panther.
Maybe she
like
just,
an animal.
Maybe she just felt it was a cool animal.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe there's nothing to it.
I mean, yeah.
How about you, like, comment and let us know? Is there something to it? You know, you got the panther.
Oh my God. But yeah.
You know she listens.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, she commented on the video that one time.
She doesn't listen to every single one.
Okay.
Okay, well that's good.
I'll just, like, tag her in it.
No,
That's it.
I swear to God. our friendship would end immediately.
But with all that,
What Pokemon would you be?
what Pokemon would I be? An Eevee. I don't know what I want to be.
You would not be an Eevee. Not at all.
I'm an Eevee.
I don't think he's an Eevee. What do you think he is, Chad?
Brian?
He's a Blaziken.
He's a Blaziken. No, see,
chicken.
See, I'm not gonna go past the first original 150, right?
Okay, so what's he?
So if he was a Pokemon, Brian
I'm
would
a
be
fucking Mewtwo. That's
No,
what
you're
Nah,
not.
No, you're not. You think
You're
you're worthy
Cubone.
of having a whole movie to yourself?
Do you hear me?
First,
You're a Cubone.
First off, I don't have a dead mother.
I'm sorry.
I might have a dead father, but I don't have a dead mother.
You don't have a dead father. Don't say that.
I don't know.
Wait. So you're probably more like a
What?
magic cart?
So I become.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
So let me see if I get this right.
You have the potential to be
We-
something really fucking awesome. But you just magic carping about.
You just flash around.
You haven't evolved yet. You ain't no Gyarados yet.
Well, to quote fucking Finding Dory and every Finding Nemo, like fucking quote in the ever, I'm gonna keep swimming.
That's not even the quote. It's
I don't
just keep swimming.
I can't say I'm just keeping swimming. Okay.
Okay, so the other day we were outside at the Stove House. Like, it's like a place that you can like go hang out, like eat, watch people play stuff. Like, it's just fun, like a fun hangout place. And Brian and Chad were just messing around, joking, and then something about dads came up, and then I quoted Finding Nemo whenever they're like, "I never knew my father," and then Chad's like, "Stop making fun of Brian like that."
I may have never known my father, but
I never knew my father.
at least I know.
Finding Nemo.
That seems like it's equal, you know? I didn't know my father, but I knew that Pixar movie. Finding Nemo Pixar?
I think it's Disney.
It's Pixar.
It's Pixar?
It's
Okay.
Disney Pixar, but it's Pixar.
Okay.
But I may have never known my father, but at least,
It's a great consolation.
you know, I don't know if he hates me.
Okay, you know what?
What Pokemon would I be?
You're a Jigglypuff. You like to start
No, I'm
shit.
not.
You like to start shit. You're
I'm not a Jigglypuff.
You're a
No.
Jigglypuff. You have
Why
a cute...
wouldn't you want to be Jigglypuff?
I don't want to be Jiggly.
I'll explain why you're a Jigglypuff.
No. Okay, come up with an actual good one. You're just saying that.
No. You have a sweet exterior.
Oh my god.
But the second something sets you off.
No, I can see that. That's a good explanation. That was a pretty good explanation. He has a reason for the rhyme. So, I mean...
What would you have said if it wasn't Jigglypuff?
I mean, I have to think about
I
it.
feel like I'm a Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur?
Nah.
No, like first season Bulbasaur. He's a little pissy in his pants. He's like someone pissed in his Cheerios.
I don't know if you would fit Bulbasaur. But it's never cool to name your own Pokemon.
Okay, who would I be?
I didn't name my own Pokemon. Brian didn't name his own Pokemon.
Yeah, y'all call me a fucking Magikarp over here.
With great potential.
I
that's
think
a great thing.
if you're like the OG, like I think you're a Squirtle.
See,
you're saying...
No, hold on. She's just saying that to you so she gets away from Jigglypuff.
Yeah.
All right?
No, it's not.
She really wants to be that fucking Bulbasaur.
Oh, that fucking high pitch right there. That's how I know she's...
I want to be
And
a
if
Charmander.
she doesn't get her way, she'll sing you to sleep and then fuck you up.
Or just fuck you. No,
Wow.
I want to be a Charmander.
Well, you just said Bulbasaur. Now you're going to the exact opposite.
Yeah, I'm both.
All right.
I'm
You-
universal.
Fine.
See, that is so...
I'm a fucking
That's
Ditto.
such a Jigglypuff. That's
such a-
so Jigglypuff.
That's such a Jigglypuff thing to say.
I'm the Pokemon God.
I'm fucking Arceus.
You're such a Jigglypuff. This is gonna be like the Harry Potter houses.
Like, you're such a Hufflepuff.
You're such
I am a Hufflepuff. Fuck
such a
you.
Hufflepuff.
Ravenclaws for life?
Right?
Chad's not a Ravenclaw.
I am a Ravenclaw.
He is a Ravenclaw.
I thought you were a Gryffindor.
I did get Gryffindor, then Brian threatened me, and then I got Ravenclaw.
So he's a Gryffindor.
No, hold on. I remember I was living with Brian, and Brian's like, "Hey, Chad, come take this test real quick." I'm like, "What is this test?" He's like, "Don't worry about it, just take it." I looked at it for a couple seconds. I'm like, "Is this Harry Potter? What is this for?" He's like, "Nothing, just take the test." I'm like, "All right, fine, cool." So I took the test, and I admit I was a little excited to find out what I was.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not really into Harry Potter.
Yeah.
So I got Gryffindor.
I don't feel like anyone's that into Harry Potter anymore.
Yeah, but I got Gryffindor, and I walked out. I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." Brian was like, "So, Chad, what'd you get?" I'm like, "Gryffindor." He's like, "No, you fucking didn't." And he grabbed me by my shirt, pulled me into the room. He's like, "You're taking this test again, and if you don't come out of here with a Ravenclaw, you're getting out." I'm like, "What the?"
How many tests did you have to take to get the Ravenclaw?
I just took the test again, and I just started like, okay, what would Brian pick? All right, let's see. And then I got Ravenclaw.
When a while ago, like right before I started dating Brian, or right when I started dating Brian, I took the test and I got Hufflepuff. Mm-hmm. Well, it came up again. That was like 2 years ago, or a little bit more than 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. It came up again, like at a conversation at Pages and Chandler's. So I was over there, we were like talking about the test and taking the test, so I took it again just for shits and giggles. It said fucking Slytherin.
Slytherin? Yeah. That's like the exact opposite. Exactly.
That's what I'm like.
Jigglypuff!
We bring it back around.
I fucking hate
the first look you get Griffin or
you get
Hufflepuff.
Second
Second look,
it's like first look. Oh yeah, she's definitely a Hufflepuff. She's so sweet.
I think I'm a Hufflepuff, but I don't know. Apparently,
she
I'm
has
both.
a Hufflepuff exterior with a Slytherin interior.
I used to be a Hufflepuff, but now I'm a Slytherin. That should be a shirt. I bet it is a shirt.
I used to be a Hufflepuff, but people made me a Slytherin.
Life made me a Slytherin.
I was born a Hufflepuff, but life made me a Slytherin. We should make a shirt out of that.
Oh, that should be a shirt. If that's not a shirt, it should be.
I want to post that as my status.
On Facebook?
Yeah, I'm going to do that real quick.
Yeah, I'm going to do that too. Hold on.
No.
Yes.
All three of us should do it.
But it's only true to me.
Life made
You're right. I was born with a cynical side.
I was born a Ravenclaw, but life made me a Gryffindor.
A Gryffindor?
Yeah. I was born a Ravenclaw.
Oh my God.
Trying to do everything.
Spell Slytherin.
Slytherin.
Where are you Slytherin?
Slytherin.
I was born a Hufflepuff, but life made me a Slytherin.
I was born a Ravenclaw, but life made me a Gryffindor.
Goodness gracious.
I'm still going to post that. I'm sorry. I got it.
Are y'all both posting it?
Yeah, I posted it.
Yeah.
You heard me say it first, fam.
Hold on. I'm just
Just share mine. Yeah, don't say it, just share it.
I just found this.
You're welcome.
You bitch.
What?
I made a Brian Lowe comment earlier and I was like, "Hey Brian Jones, you're cute." We're all this silence right here. Can you tell we're all on our phones?
Yeah, sorry,
Which
people.
is poor form for a podcast.
It really is. How about we all put down our phone? Oh, you shared it.
You know what's funny?
I'm trying to share it
As
now.
Tyki says, let's all put down our phone. She's scrolling through her phone.
No, I'm not. I said, you heard it.
How do I fucking share your post?
You just share it. It says share at the bottom.
It doesn't say share with mine. It doesn't say share.
Oh. Maybe I suck. I think I have my stuff non-shareable.
Well, damn.
Beautiful
Probably should turn that to
people.
public.
It's fine. Y'all can just, copy it.
Yeah.
I just posted
I'm a trendsetter. What'd you say?
I'm sorry. No, you're not.
Did you say the same thing?
You're a sheep. We're most of us are sheep.
What'd you just call me?
A sheep.
A sheep?
Yes, you're a follower.
Why am I a follower?
We're all followers. There's very few of us that
Followers
are
in Christ.
Look, all I'm saying in life, right? There's very few people. Humanity as a whole stands on the back of a few. Okay, we're mostly sheep, and we follow those that lead. And you're not born a leader. You can't become a leader. Okay, it's destiny. Okay, it's destiny. You're either a leader or you're not.
I don't know about that.
people can act like they're leaders, but then guess what? They fuck it up. So
yeah.
But guess what? But here's the thing. True leaders just exist. Well, I suppose you could say they're born.
Who's a true leader? Who's the most leaderish in this room, Chad?
I don't know.
B.
You looked
Probably
over.
Brian.
You looked at Brian.
Yeah,
I think
Brian.
it's Brian.
I mean, let's be honest.
Y'all are like me. I'm like our dog.
I mean, she kind of does her own thing, you know, beats the own sound of her own drum.
Brian's like the leader, but I'm like the person in the background, like telling him what to do.
Brian's Darth Vader. You're Palpatine.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's a terrible.
And I'm Luke Skywalker.
That is a that is a terrible but so accurate analogy. I hate that.
You're welcome.
I'm Luke Skywalker. I ended the.
You're our son, bitch.
No, I'm his son. You are like evil
Stepdaddy.
auntie.
Wait. What's the girl's name in Star
Step-granddaddy.
Wars?
Leia?
No, the Vader's wifey.
Oh, Padme.
Oh, I was getting Palpatine and Padme like confused.
Yeah, Palpatine's the old, Sith Lord.
Old Sith Lord who's like,
I'm your grandpappy.
You guys heard like the theory about how they could fix Star Wars?
Yeah, I've heard the theory. I'll just wait until December.
I have not heard the theory. Do we want to say the theory?
Well, basically, I read. Well, no. Who was it? It was a YouTuber talking about Angry Joe, and he was talking about a theory that he came across. Mm-hmm. And he was talking about how they could possibly fix the series. Mm-hmm. And basically, what he was saying was that Palpatine never died. What happened was he possessed Snoke, and he created Leia, or not Leia. What's her name? Rey, like he did Anakin. And they're saying that he created Rey and Anakin, and that when Snoke was killed, he's going to possess Rey. Yeah.
So the theory behind that exists, you know why that exists, right? It's because the theory of the explanation of in the books what Plagueis did. Mm-hmm. Plagueis was able to possess people that he had trained well enough in the Force, like with the dark side and shit. Yeah. And he basically pulled a full-on Xehanort with shit. Oh. And he was going to do that with Palpatine. Palpatine killed him, learned how to do it himself, made Anakin with the Force, like he fiddled around, did some shit, made Anakin. And he was like, ooh, okay, I found my fucking possessed body future. Cool. All right. And then, Anakin goes to the dark side. He gets fucked up. He's like, I don't know if I can take you over anymore, dude.
You look like you're in a lot of pain.
You look like you've just been covering yourself in Doritos. You are burnt to shit. I'm so sorry.
You spent too much time in the oven.
But and then he's like, you know what?
It's like that part in Deadpool.
Yeah.
It's like you look
Deadpool? What's
Deadpool?
Deadpool.
You said Deadpool.
No, I didn't.
You said Deadpool.
I Deadpool.
You look like
an avocado has sex with an ugly avocado.
and it wasn't healthy. There was something really messed up in their relationship.
It was
so toxic.
You look like Freddy Krueger face fucked topographical map of Utah.
Oh my god.
Why Utah though?
I don't know. Maybe I feel like he had something against Utah and he just wanted to throw it out there. But
fuck you, Utah.
But no,
it's just so fitting.
So the theory was that when Vader threw him down the shaft, Palpatine was dying. He was like, okay, I'm gonna die. I need to get out of this body quick. Let me take over Vader, even though I don't want to take over that burnt piece of shit. I'm gonna do it anyway. So Vader ultimately was dying too, and he's like, fuck, I gotta take over this body, and is dying. And then they set him into the funeral pyre. Vader's already dead by this point, but what they do, they do some Jedi shit, and Palpatine takes over Snoke's body, and it's actually Vader's. But I'm like, okay, so explain how he regrew his arms and legs, people. Can someone explain that? Because I feel like that's a big loophole in there that you done missed. So that was a dumbass theory there.
Yeah, there was something in the comics where Vader was fighting some dark side user, and he was saying your master, which was Palpatine, it was like he's either a fool or he's hoarding knowledge from you because you don't even know the basics of the dark side. I'm like, oh, damn.
If you think about it, Vader only really knew how to use the Force in the Jedi way. The Force choke is just like a basic bitch kind of thing. It's still just basically just using the Force like normal, but you're just choking someone.
He did have lightning, didn't he?
No, he never used lightning. He didn't know how to. I don't think he ever learned how to do it. But anywho, we're going off on like a Star Wars topic right here, and like I don't feel like talking about Star Wars. Right
I'm
now.
pretty sure Tiki just zoned out.
Huh? No.
She was just looking, like with her hands in her pockets, just looking. And I was looking at her during the whole entire time we were talking about Vader, and she's just looking. And her mouth was slightly open. She was just like this.
Like she was like getting ready to drool. Like I'm so bored of this.
Her mind was just
I was
going
thinking that I saw a trailer earlier and it looked really cute. I want to watch the movie.
Oh,
What
what?
movie?
It's like a little like rom-com like Christmas movie. It's called Last Christmas. And it looks so cute.
Is it based off of the song?
Yeah, it said music in it by George Michaels, and it has like a bunch of them. A bunch of his songs in there, like Freedom.
We talking about boy George Michaels?
Yeah, the
No.
only.
Like, alright, I'm in.
You're so lame.
Okay, well, y'all weird.
I'm just
Y'all
saying,
weird.
I love me some George Michaels.
Do you watch The Ranch?
The one on Netflix?
Yeah.
I used to.
I watched season 7, and they're
They're on season 7?
Yeah, season 7's gonna be the last one.
I was on 2 or 3 when I stopped watching.
And I knew that the season 7 was going to be the absolute last one, but I forgot about like the mid-season type thing, like how they post half of it and then the other half in like April.
Like part 1, part 2.
Yeah, and so I was watching it knowing this is going to be the end, and then as it got closer to that last episode, I was like, nothing's getting resolved. I don't know what to do. What is this? And then like the very last scene at the like mid-season thing was like, what? It was like a cliffhanger. So I got really upset that they did that on purpose, and then I got really happy that it's not the end.
Yeah, I stopped watching that show around the 3rd season.
It got really good. It ended up like picking up. Like I almost fell out of it, but I'm a glutton, like for punishment, I guess, type person.
By the way, I was watching a bunch of shows earlier on your Netflix side, so you can see a lot of shows that were like
on mine.
Watched, yeah, on you. So I might have messed up your.
What were you watching?
70s show, some Fuller House.
Why were you watching Fuller House?
Because it felt like some nostalgia. That's why.
Fuller House is
Not
so
nostalgia.
bad.
It is bad.
I love it though.
Terrible, but for some reason,
It's so good.
yeah. I watched just enough for me to go, okay, this is starting to get cringy.
Yeah,
Right?
it's
And I'll
like,
leave for a few months, and then I'll come back and I'll start off from where I
Wait,
left
I
off.
was only here, like gone for like an hour. How were you able to watch all of that?
He just started watching stuff. He got bored of it.
Like
He
the
was
70s show, I started that, and I realized I never saw the very beginning of the 70s show, so then I stopped watching that, and I went to Fuller House, and I watched like 20 minutes of that, or maybe I watched the full episode.
I feel like
to be fair-
70s show you could really pick up anywhere, but it is like episodic to where you have to like watch it. It has a storyline.
Like each season does have
Seinfeld apparently like has no storyline to where you can watch it like any episode.
They do
much.
reference stuff from time to time
from previous episodes, but it's like
It's just
Seinfeld.
like a slice of life kind of thing.
Yeah, Seinfeld is like a slice of life meets, I guess, Family Guy.
But you know what is the best show ever right now? Food Wars.
Oh my god.
Food Wars is the best show.
AKA food porn.
It's not food porn. If you
For those of you who don't know what Food Wars is,
it's an
Oh,
anime.
I thought you were about to
It's
say
an
for
anime.
those of you that don't know what
Food porn is.
let me
It's an anime
let
called
me
Sugar
let me
Cookie
explain.
Sama.
It's a lot of tentacles
No, it's not.
mixed with a lot of
There's not a lot of
That's going to
tentacles.
give the wrong impression because they watch the very first episode and that's all they get.
Okay, in the first episode, there's some tentacles, but it's not weird, okay?
Oh no, it's very weird.
I don't watch gross stuff, but
No, I will say this.
it's a really good show.
It's an anime.
Oh,
Yeah.
season 2 is
and-
fucking amazing.
And even though it is very weird about how they go about it, it is an entertaining show and there is a story.
there is.
And the story changes, like, going on to season 2 and stuff, and, like,
I
season...
watched it, I know.
Oh, you have? Brian, apparently, I got farther than him, and he got in there, he was like, wait, I haven't seen this. And he was mad at me for being ahead of him. And I'm like, you stopped watching this years.
to be fair, I get into something and then I'll forget about it. If
you'll
it's
just get mad at somebody if they pass you?
Yeah. It's kind of
How dare you? I introduced you to this show.
It's kind of like you with every freaking video game that you're like, Brian, we should get it together and we'll play it together, Brian. Okay. And then 2 minutes later,
below the belt.
Like,
below the belt.
I pass you because you don't want to play for like 3 months.
Okay, okay. Let me tell the story of what happened. All right. So if anyone knows about Borderlands,
what happened was.
If
Borderlands
knows, this is the very first one.
Tell me
the one. And this was a game I introduced Brian to. I'm like, yo, Brian, there's this game called Borderlands that we can play together. Let's hook up, man.
Wait, pause. What? I just want to point out, there was a point in our lives where we didn't know what Borderlands was, and that's weird to me.
Yeah, and I knew about it before Brian and Tiki. But I was like, yo, Brian, we need to play this game together. He was like, all right, cool. Now, keep in mind, during this time, I was in school and I was working. So I didn't have the maximum amount of time.
So was I. No.
You weren't in school.
Yes, I was.
No, you weren't.
I was at Calhoun.
I was at Calhoun. And I was also working 2 jobs. Okay. So fuck you.
All right.
Yeah, because he was working Mapco and
Hardy. So fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah, boy.
Wait, Borderlands is older than that. Like a lot older than that.
Yeah, it came out like 2011, 2010.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
See, I knew about it whenever it first came out.
Oh wait, no, I wasn't working there. I was working at fucking Walmart.
Like I was saying.
In the middle of the night.
Like I was saying. Okay, so. We started playing together around 2012 because I remember that's when I started going to school at A&M.
And I was working at Walmart.
Or at least I was home for the summer or something like that. Anyway, so I was like, yo, Brian, let's start playing together. So we played together. The first day we played about 3 or 4 hours together, right? Got off. We tried to hook up again to play some more games.
Hook up again.
But however... Don't make this weird. So, however, I got really busy, so I wasn't able to get on every day. And, I kept on telling Brian, I'm sorry, man, I can't do it tonight. So, it was about 2 weeks go by. I'm like, all right, yo, Brian, you want to play again? He's like, yeah, man, let's play. I get on the game. This dude, now, when we stopped that night, we stopped on, like, level 5, right? When I got back on, he was level 30-something. And I was like, bruh, what the hell? He's like, we can still play, man. I'm like, no, I'm gonna get fucked up if I play with you.
You adapt.
Get on my level, scrub.
I'm like, hey, and I was like, Brian, how much were you playing? He's like, oh, no, not that much, man. Just a little here and there. I'm like, nigga.
To be fair, I beat the game. That's all it took.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, by the way, I don't know how and why this reminded me, but we were playing Secret Hitler earlier. And Secret Hitler is a board game where you can either, you get randomly assigned a part, and you're either a liberal or a fascist, and, the liberals are trying to, beat the fascists against liberals, blah, blah, blah. Usually there's, in a group of 5, there would be one fascist and one fascist that is Hitler. So, earlier we were playing, and I was Hitler, and Chandler was a fascist, and then he got elected, and they were like, are you Hitler? And he had to check his card, because he didn't remember. He's like, So it's like, obviously you're a fascist. So I ended up having to play the game by myself, and then I got to the point where I was about to lose, or it was like a 50-50 shot on if I was going to win or lose, right? Because I was by myself, and there was 2 liberals.
You were Hitler.
Yeah. And then it got to, for some reason, Adam, one of our friends who's very crazy and a stickler for rules and insane about if you break them and everything, I don't know why, but he conceded. He was like, Tiki wins. Hitler wins. And I was like, okay. And then he was, explaining the steps on how I would have won. And he was like, I can only choose her, and, it's about to go into anarchy, and... It's a lot of rules, and it's hard to explain.
Maybe he's the type of person that can see 8 moves ahead.
Well, the thing was, he didn't realize that if they would have, after he's like, oh, I give up and all this stuff, I win, right? Chandler shows him the top card on which if we would win in anarchy. It's a liberal. They were 1 point away from winning.
Oh.
So he would have won.
So you pulled a Brian, give up all hope when there's no reason.
It was great.
Brian,
I loved
Brian,
it.
That's a trait you have is strong. Like if you're losing a game and you just feel hopeless about the situation, you're like, fuck it, I'm done. I'm like, and then the very next move you could have won.
Well,
it's like, all right.
Brian, the other night he was Hitler, and then he was
you
like,
guys played the other night too?
yeah, and he was like, oh, I'll shoot myself.
Well, tell me. Next time you guys play Secret Hitler,
You want to play tonight?
Out. I mean, sure.
We can play tonight after we're done with this.
Okay.
Okay, but we were playing Secret Hitler, and then Brian was like, oh, I'm Hitler, and he got to, because he was president, he got to choose to kill someone.
Uh-huh.
He was like, I could kill myself. It'd be like, why? And we'd be like, I'm Hitler.
To be fair, I want to point out, no one knew I was Hitler at this time. Everyone was trying to figure out who was who, and that put me in the point of where everyone fucking trusted me at that point.
Oh, and then also there was one time where we were playing yesterday or the day before. I don't know if you were there, Brian.
Probably.
We get assigned cards, right? I switched cards with Paige. Like after we both looked at them, I switched cards with her, and then I had the Hitler card. And then she forgot that I had it at the end of the game, and then because of her, I won. And I was like, Paige, you're so stupid. I switched cards with you. And she was like, wait, I had the Hitler card? I was like, you're so dumb.
So you cheated.
Yeah, but, I mean, I got away with it. It's fine. I didn't cheat.
I got away with it. That's fine. So cheating is okay as long as you get away with it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how, like, everything works in life.
We've been going for about 46 minutes now, so we can go ahead and sign off if y'all ready.
Tyki was basically like, okay, I'm done with this. So, if you guys want to get off.
We want to go play board games.
Oh my god.
I need food and board games.
We can tell your dedication to this podcast.
I'm the reason why we're doing it tonight.
Correction, I'm the reason we're doing it tonight.
It's not Brian.
Correction.
It's definitely not Brian.
Correction. We're all the reason we're doing this.
Brian was the piece. No, I'm a part of this.
Okay, well, it's been really fun, you guys.
It has. We do enjoy you guys showing up with us. For
all
those,
4 of you.
All 4 of you. Like, those of you who... Turn this shit off.
Sorry.
What was that?
That was an alarm.
But we do appreciate all of you who do support us over here, like, by listening and everything. And, well, yeah.
Okay, that was the what are we called?
Okay.
Late to the game.
Well, that was late to the game, and the game is now over.
Yeah,
Oh, gosh.
I'm sorry.
Wow.